Oh,
What are you eating? Cinnamon and donuts.
Cinnamon donut, Chris.
It might seem like a dick move on my part to start doing an intro, even though you're still eating a donut.
Is that your intro? Oh, wow, that's Spike.
Yeah, well, because you laughed, and laughing guarantees a spike.
I also put the mic volume up. I'm going to put that back down a little. There we go. I'm trying to get it right, but it's annoying.
Again,
it says it's good. Yeah.
Like I quoted in the previous episode about...
It's in the yellow.
A running bit that Troy will never get his audio right. It stands true to this day.
Never. I refuse to get my audio right.
Well... I don't know what you think back when you listen to this episode and go, oh my gosh, this audio was the right one all along.
I doubt it.
You're making me hungry, even though I just ate.
Hey, look, I have a condition, all right?
A condition? It's called scuff your face off. Only curable by drink decaf.
It's called ADD.
And the cure is donuts and coffee.
Yeah, because low dopamine increases my dopamine levels.
So you're a pig. You're
only on the inside, but on the outside, I'm not. On the outside, I look like a
lean machine.
A lean machine, yes.
I'm a big, mean, green speed thingy. If you got that reference, 10,000 brownie points to you.
Look, it's either donuts and chocolate and coffee, although this is decaf, so there's no caffeine, or cocaine. So what are you going to do? What choice are you going to make? Or speed, I guess, not cocaine. Is cocaine and speed the same thing?
You're asking me or yourself in the future?
I'm just talking out loud, Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Answer the question. Is it cocaine?
Sure, it can be. Sure, why not?
No, I think it is.
So yes, welcome back to the Average Blokes podcast, where we are recording after dark. And when I say after dark, I mean we're recording at 9:40.
Jackson, we're always recording after dark.
I know.
It's always the standard time is 8:30.
Outside, very dark.
You can't tell on Jackson's side. Why is my thing black?
Because it's nighttime in your house.
That's right. That's right. I'm simulating. As you can see, it's very dark outside. For people
you have
who
a peeping Tom as well.
See.
Every now and then you have a peeping Tom.
I was looking at the. Let me click on this.
She's gone.
Yeah. Why is my background black? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, you're the author of your own destiny.
I am the author of my own world. Background removed.
That's what
we want background replacement. We don't want that.
Sponsored by the video broadcast.
Wait, I need a... What the heck is that doing there?
Yeah, well, it doesn't work because what I'm capturing is not...
That'll do.
Not the yucky Lego Octane car.
That's right.
It doesn't matter what background you use anyway, because this is a totally audio-only format.
I know, but it's more fun to have back... There we go.
Look, it's me again. Hi, me.
Oh, goodness me.
Why do you have that picture?
Because remember I edited it. I made a different version of it.
I don't entirely remember the edited version.
I did this for starters.
Rate my setup. Did you do a thumbnail for me or something?
Remember, I was like, it's easy to do a thumbnail for your videos. You just do this, this, and this.
So what did you do?
This is my personal favorite. My favorite thumbnail.
Iratus stream. What?
It's Iratus. It's a game.
Right.
I did a stream for it ages ago. It's not a very good game. It's just Darkest Dungeon except different.
That's why I hadn't heard of it, clearly.
There we go. Yeah, we'll leave that there. We'll leave that there.
Let there be fire or the volcano or something.
Yeah, something like that. Let's go with that.
So yeah, welcome back to another silly episode. We had fun that last episode. Well, I personally enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the funniest episodes we'd done. Troy's like, yeah, it was okay.
That's because you find yourself funny, but no one else does.
Well, that's fine. I don't care.
Oh man, I was so funny last episode.
No, we were so funny.
When I did that thing.
And then you said the thing back to me.
And you said that thing.
And then you said that.
And then you developed big moral energy. That was
big moral energy. What an accidental genius joke that was.
Was that the last episode?
That was the last episode. Big.
That's why you found it. That's why you found it so funny.
Big moral energy episode. That one. Yeah. No. It's good.
Yeah, doing the episode a little bit late in the week, aren't we, Jackson?
Yeah, that's because we're not professional for starters, so we have no schedule.
Disclaimer warning: we are not professionals. Don't try this at home.
So shout out, call out to the big stream services such as Listener.
Do you want me to
don't like anyway?
You know what, Jackson? You got the right idea. Let's
Acast network, which we already host on. Yeah, no, I think I'd hate to be paid to do this because there comes a moment where it's like, all right, you're professional podcasters. People listen to you, take your word for it, and Troy's advertising his own thing in the background.
That's right. It looks reversed to me, though.
No, yes, it's fine.
Is it right on your
normal.
screen?
Yeah,
okay, good.
Yep. I think being part of a corporation when it comes to these sort of things, it's kind of like, well, they always say, oh, you're free to speak whatever you wish. But then at the moment, it's like, well, are you really?
There's differences between a company and a corporation.
Yeah.
No. Corporation's a conglomerate of a bunch of companies.
That's correct.
So it's not quite so.
Which is what Listeners are part of, which is Southern Cross Audio. Southern Stereo. Southern Cross Stereo?
I don't know. Who's Listeners? What's Listeners?
Listeners, that podcasting streaming service that I was complaining about last time.
Oh, were you complaining about it?
A listener exclusive. Like, that's what Hamish and Andy apparently are. But get this, right? Listener say that Hamish and Andy are Listener One exclusive, but they're on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, but they probably release on Listener first or something. So you get it there first or something.
But that's dumb, though, because you don't have to... I mean, you do have to sign up, make an account, but you don't pay anything to get access to podcasts earlier.
So... You know that this reminds me, because you mentioned Hamish and Andy, right? Mm-hmm. So I was watching that YouTube channel, the one it's called Internet something, or Daily Dose, and one of the little clips he shared was that Legos TV show, right?
Oh yeah, Lego Masters.
And apparently, I think it was Hamish, or
yes.
He accidentally knocked over a motorcycle or something.
But that was on purpose.
It looked planned. Yeah, and of course it was on purpose. He pushes it over and then stops for dramatic pause and, oh, what have I done?
And then news.com.au ran with the story. Lego Masters star
ruined.
Destroys 10,000 piece motorbike, priceless.
As soon as he reacted with, what have I done? I was like, oh yeah, it's planned.
You're done by the script is what you've done.
You just followed. Yeah, you just followed the script, and even the people's reactions, they're all just like, oh, I got to look dramatic.
Which is why reality TV is not reality, because it's scripted.
Oh, I didn't even know that was. I heard of this show, right? I heard of the show ages ago, but I never bothered to watch it because, no offense to, I don't know what I can't say I don't know what the show's. Well, I know what the show's about, Lego, but. I don't want to offend people when I say this, but who would want to watch a TV show about people building Lego?
I feel like there's a nostalgic thing for because when I was a kid growing up, Lego was a big part of my childhood.
Yeah, same, but that doesn't mean I want to watch a TV show about a bunch of other people.
That's very true as well, though. Because the other thing is, we could just go on YouTube and watch people build stuff if we really wanted to.
Mm. Well, see, the way I see it is, I'm not a big fan of the Block and Home Improvement. And all those, whatever show, I forget what their shows are called, but I'm not a big fan of home improvement shows, like The Block or anything like that. But the difference is, if you watch a show like The Block, that is a home improvement show, isn't it?
Yeah, basically,
They buy the house and they fix it up and all that, and they get a certain amount of money. Yeah, I haven't watched it properly, but I've seen enough of it. But the thing that I'm not a big fan of those sort of shows, but the thing that I do like about that sort of show, a home improvement show, for example, is the fact that you'll watch someone do something and you'll go, oh yeah, I can do that, or oh, it's not that difficult. You see how things are done, right? Mm-hmm. I don't know if you watch the people build the Lego things in the Lego show, but it's not that. You don't need to watch someone build a Lego thing to just go out and buy some Lego and do it yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Well, did you hear about the fact that Channel 7 tried to produce their own version of a competitive show to Lego Masters?
No.
It was
what did they call it? What's the Block? What's the little kids version of Lego? Block
No,
or
no, no, no,
something?
no, no. It's not that. So
I know, but could you imagine they do a
to
block
combat
version?
Lego Masters? Channel 7 made up a show called Blow Up, and it's basically balloon artists.
Balloon artists.
Balloon artists.
Did they get a season out of it?
I'm not sure.
I mean, there are creative things people can do with balloons, and like it's unlimited in that sense. But there's only so many things that people like. Once you see one balloon thing, you kind of see them all. I guess it's the same with the Lego thing. I don't know how well did the show do. I'm curious.
So,
Do you know?
the first episode launched to a disappointing average overnight audience of just 288,000 viewers over the 5 capital cities, landing at 4th for the evening in the time slot.
Wow!
On the following night,
that's
dropped,
on the opening. That's on the first show.
On the following episode, it dropped another 60,000 viewers. And it went from Channel 7's number 1 station to 7 Flicks. So after
Went straight to streaming.
So 7 Flicks, which is the movies channel for Channel 7.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, well, I don't actually know. What's their streaming channel?
7
site?
Plus. 7 Plus.
Oh, 7 Plus. That's right.
So yeah, after doing 2 episodes, they dumped it back to their 7 Flicks channel, which again, like after watching Chicken Run for the 5th time in a row, up next is Blow Up. So yeah, not so great. The thing like Stephen Fry.
You could say the show.
Steve Curry. Do you know Steve Curry?
Jackson. You could say the show
Blew up
in their faces. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know Steph Curry.
No, Steve Curry. This is the Australian actor / comedian.
Yeah, I know Steph. I know Steph Curry.
He's from The Castle.
Basketball player.
He's from The Castle.
The Castle.
The movie The Castle.
Oh yes, I know the. Yeah, I know you. Wait. Yes, I've seen the movie. It's just
He's
been
also
a while.
done the Smith's Chips ads back in the day. He did Smith's Chips
Yeah,
ads.
just help me out here. The Castle's that movie about like the airplanes going over the top of the guy's house, right?
Yeah,
Are you
and
talking
then
about the main character, the dad from that?
No. So it's basically the stories, and he basically narrates the story, the movie.
Oh, okay. So it's not the main character from the movie.
I think he might be because I don't
The
know
guy with the mustache.
That's the dad.
Yeah, is it him?
No,
or someone?
It's
Okay,
the son, one of the sons.
Okay. Well, I don't know which one, but yeah, I don't know.
It's
making it. Okay. Yes. Well, that. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, that doesn't
He
help.
looks a little older than from that movie, but all right.
he was hosting the show along with a female comedian. So you know the lady from the McCain's ad, like nothing special, but you know what is special? McCain's blah blah blah. The lady from that ad. Also
Jackson, I haven't
co-hosts.
watched regular TV in a very long
Neither
time.
have I, but it's on the YouTube ads every now and then.
I don't watch YouTube ads. I have ad blocker. That's my problem. We've discussed this in a previous episode.
What about other
In the
streaming-
ad episode, I was like, I don't watch ads. The only ads I see are on bus signs, and that's because I can't avoid real life ads.
Okay, so basically they got a comedian who's known for their ads for doing McCain stuff. That's how
I figured that part.
left of center they went with this. And yeah, I don't know. I didn't specifically see how many episodes it's lasted or it's lasting, but yeah.
Are you still talking about the balloon thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you should have led with that.
Oh, sorry.
You should have just continued on with the girl from the McCain's ads.
Yep.
She's the host.
Co-host,
Or co-host.
yes.
Okay. And the guy from the castle,
Yep,
or King
Stephen
of the
Curry.
Castle, he's also the host
Yes.
for this show that bombed.
That blew up. But
That blew
didn't
up,
blow up.
yes. It was definitely the bomb.
In side news just now, I just realised it is the 20th anniversary of Simpsons Hit and Run.
Oh, really? Wow. I wonder if they released that remake yet.
Yeah, that was a fan-made thing too.
I know, but like maybe the guy released it. It would be nice.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't be allowed to, actually, now that I
No.
think about it.
If it was, I just wish, like, if they did a remaster or a remake or something, just make it one whole world instead of like a circuit world, which is annoying.
Oh, you mean because you kind of could only go to certain areas at certain points in the
you were
game?
very limited.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, how difficult would... I mean, they could
all
have.
the modern games now these days are bloody open world.
I suppose, but then they have to connect them all together and have them lead into each other.
Yeah, I guess that would
So-
be the issue.
The only way they'd do it back then is they'd have one particular road that just happens to meet up with from one area to the other, like they used to do with Grand Theft Auto games. You know how in the old Grand Theft Auto games you were stuck in one area, but then if you wanted to go to another area, all you'd have to do is cross this one bridge, and it was the only way over.
Correct. Yeah, I do like the old GTA games. They were fun.
Well, as if you look at newer games, you can cut through the middle or cut through the sides. Like it's not one. There's no one way of getting somewhere.
Yeah.
You can cut straight to Ganondorf's castle.
Yes, Zelda reference. Well said.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still got to get back into that. I haven't played since I beat the first.
You should play more of it.
First gym.
Tears of the Kingdom is going to be. I reckon you'll love Tears of the Kingdom.
Probably, but I still have to finish Breath of the Wild. I still have to catch every Pokemon though, as well in Pokemon.
Well, again, we should have a Pokemon session.
I remembered why I don't play Pokemon games that much anymore, because I beat the Elite Four and then I go, oh well, I don't know what to do now.
You get the Shine Charm, and then the DLC released this week.
Oh yes, it's $40 for more Pokemon game.
I
think I'd rather wait until they release the new one.
That's gonna be a long time.
Yeah, but when they release the new console.
No, that might not be as long.
Oh really? When?
I think it's a good idea though, because a newer console. Well, they say the Pro Switch or the Switch 2, whatever, it's going to have a lot more better performance. So playing Scarlet Violet won't be miserable with its massive frame drops and stuff like that.
Exactly. The new Nintendo... I had the word for it. New Nintendo... not plug. The Nintendo knob.
No, you should have gone for plug. Plug was good.
No, Nintendo knob, because instead of a Switch, it's a knob.
Or a lever. Nintendo lever.
Well, the Nintendo lever, that's it.
Pull the lever, Conk!
The Nintendo click.
What iconic movie has something about a switch?
Oh, yeah. It's
Hit
all
the
coming
switch!
together.
I don't know what that would be from.
Oh, probably in a few things, to be honest.
Troy, do you have any highlights for this week?
Not really. Nothing I can think of.
I forgot what it was, funny enough.
I had to fix a job that one of the other guys was supposed to do, but he sent it back when it wasn't really out of spec.
Yeah.
Long story short, I sent it back because it needed to be fixed. The person then fixed it, but not very well, but fixed it good enough that we had to do the rest. But the other guy who they gave it to didn't want to do it because he was like, "Oh, it's still out." When no, it wasn't. Unfortunately, still out. It was just within, which means technically we were supposed to do it. But he argued with them, so then he had to meet the concreter and talk to him. And the concreter's like, "I'm not doing this. It's within our tolerance." And when I call him up and go, "So how did it go? How did it go with getting them to fix this stuff?" And he goes, "Oh, they just don't care." And I'm sitting, they didn't want to fix the stuff that we're supposed to fix. And I'm like, okay, I guess I guess I'll just figure it out. So I had to do it myself. Just people being lazy. My highlight of the week is people being lazy.
Great. Well, my highlight's a bit more positive than that. I finally got a desk.
I know, you sent me a video and a photo.
I know. I just wanted to show it off because, like, hey, after all these... Because not only you, but, like, my wife was constantly showing me pictures and bloody screenshots of desks on Marketplace.
I sent you, like, a couple, and the only reason I sent you desk things is because you're like, I need to find a desk that's less than 750 millimeters.
Troy, I'm putting mayo on my story to make it sound better.
Yes.
That's what they do. That's the Radiocraft or whatever.
Well, I'll butter it up for you.
But thank you.
Because I found your desk, because I tried looking for your desk on IKEA.
And you went to Officeworks yourself
I really
and bought a
wanted
chair
to
thing.
find. I really wanted to find it. I wanted to find your desk on IKEA so I could go, Jackson. I know you bought this off Gumtree, but they upped the price a little bit.
On Gumtree.
Or whatever, Marketplace, same difference.
I almost went to Gumtree though, because I've never used it that much. The only time I used Gumtree was when I bought my first car or second car.
Oh, you bought your second car
One
on
of my
Gumtree?
first cars, yeah.
Is that the RAV? Did you buy the RAV off Gumtree?
No, that was definitely car sales.
Ah, okay. Okay, I was going to say, who buys a car off Gumtree?
No, I think my first car was from Gumtree.
I mean, I'm sure Gumtree works fine. I've never bought a car off Gumtree, though. I didn't even buy it off car sales.
Gumtree is like a better, trustier version of Facebook Marketplace.
Gumtree's a better... I think you'll find that it's the more dodgy... Well, they're
Facebook
about the same, to
dodgy.
be honest. They're
Facebook
both about
can
the
lead
same.
to scams, like especially when people... Like, I've had... Like, because I've been trying to sell my Nintendo Switch Lite, and I've had people say, "Oh, I'll pay for it," because people are like, what I've noticed, like when my wife and I
Just
bought
give me
stuff
your
off
bank
Marketplace-
details.
No, that doesn't happen anymore. People want cash, and there's a good bloody reason why people want cash. People want cash to avoid scammers, because how the scammers get you, right, is that, oh, give me your pay ID, all right? You send them your pay ID, and then they'll send you an email saying, oh, we realized this transaction can't happen unless you send us $800.
Okay.
Okay, no, I don't want to send you $800 for something I'm trying to sell. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know. Like, no one would do that.
No.
You just stop contacting.
No, that's right. I've watched enough scammer videos to realize what's a scam, what's not.
You don't need to watch scam videos. They're buying stuff from you. Why would you...
I know, but scam videos are really funny and really kind of entertaining, actually, and thrilling.
Yeah, but most scam... Not that. I'm talking about, like... How could anyone scam someone off Gumtree with something like that? I'm buying this thing off you, so you need to send me money.
Yeah, I know.
That doesn't make sense.
That makes sense.
At least with the scammer videos, it's someone calling up an old lady and going, "Oh, this is from I'll just say, like, oh, we're from Commonwealth Bank. Your account has been
it's
deposited
Amazon.
money or Amazon." That's right. Well, even that, I'm
Geek
surprised
Squad.
people. I'm surprised people fall for the Amazon ones or the eBay ones. Like, I could understand someone thinking their banks called them up.
Or PayPal,
Like
that's the other one. PayPal's the one.
Yeah, I guess PayPal. Again, PayPal, that kind of makes sense, but I'd be sitting there going, you guys have never contacted me over the phone before.
Yeah,
why are you contacting me over the phone?
You're right.
I mean, and what kind of 80-year-old or 60-year-old or plus is got a PayPal?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, nobody even knows. What's that?
Exactly. So the beauty thing...
Oh, I thought I'd just give them, like, the cash in hand.
Yeah, that's very easy.
I got my card. My card number is 7485. Date of birth is...
Oh, my wife's ringing me. Hold on.
Jackson.
I know.
This is
Hey, honey.
disappointing. You got to keep
Oh,
this
I'm
in.
in my car. Yeah, sorry. All right.
He's whipped.
I'm going to
Look
move
at
my
it.
car.
The man has to move his car. Pathetic.
I'm going to move my car.
Now I got to fill in time. Courtney, I need help. I need to fill in time.
Alright, I can help you fill in time.
I was joking.
1,
Why are you kneeling over? The camera's zoomed in on you.
because I don't want to wear appropriate clothes.
You are wearing appropriate clothes. Also, you can barely see yourself in the thing.
Alright, so 1.
That looks worse. Here, put your head over.
Okay, so Gumtree
What about Gumtree?
is a fine site,
It-
except I wouldn't buy a car from there. I bought my cars from Carfax.
yeah, everybody does.
Also, who would buy their car from Facebook Marketplace?
I don't know. I mean, it's realistically, you could, like, it'd be fine buying a car from Gumtree or Marketplace because you're going to the actual person and meeting them and then taking the car for a test drive, unless you're an idiot. And you're just buying it, you're just looking at the photos going, oh yeah, that's a nice red car, I'll buy that.
Speaking of idiotic car purchases,
Mm-hmm.
I once had a friend who went to a car auction because she got told it would be a really good deal to buy a first car.
I remember that, and you told me.
And she rocked up to the auction late after getting a lift. And when she got to this auction,
You need to be in the mic if you want to say anything.
she put a bid on this car at a car auction after getting to the car auction a bit late. And she bid on the car, she bought the car was manual. She didn't know how to drive manual. She tried to return the car. They wouldn't let her return it. Surprise, surprise.
Yes, so if you're going to buy a car at a car auction,
At least look at it
at least
first.
make sure it's a manual automatic.
That'd be a good
If-
idea to know what you're
Option.
buying.
Yes,
Fine,
well,
so
she
you
bought
can
the
look
car,
at the car.
as Courtney said, I'll summarize for Courtney for you, Jackson. Courtney's friend went to a auction to buy a car. She bought a car. She only has an automatic license, and it was a manual car, so she tried to return it to the auction.
Oh. That's a great idea.
So she had to, and I'll continue the story with she had to get a friend of hers who can drive manual to drive it back to her place, and then she had to sell the car again.
That's funny. Oh, goodness me.
And this same girl left drinks in my car after a party, right? And so I came home and we still had it, right? So I gave one or two to my mum, and I had one or two, and then she calls me up the next day and basically demands that I drive back to her place. Mind you, after giving her a lift home from this party, I'm supposed to the next day drive back to her place to return her 4 cans of alcoholic beverage.
Okay.
She didn't quite
Understood
demand,
that.
but she basically said, you need to bring those back.
Gave her a lift to the station.
Oh, that's right.
She bought them when we went to the city, and then she left them in your car when you gave her a lift home.
Mm-hmm.
Was this
Wait,
when
did
you
I
used
give
to-
her a lift to the station as well? On the
Yeah.
way there. There you go.
And then you gave her a lift home from the station.
Yeah.
What a remarkable story.
And I said to her, I'm not driving. It's spending. The drinks aren't worth it. It costs me more money in fuel to give you your $14 in drinks back.
Yeah, that's
And she
hilarious.
got annoyed at me. She was like, I'm I'm sitting there thinking, I'm the one who's done you a favour. I deserve your drinks, frankly. And
So
I spoke to.
how did
I
she
spoke
know
to-
the auction?
What do you mean? The car auction?
Yeah.
Someone told her about it, I guess.
Was it on our website or something?
What do you mean? She went to a car auction, Jackson.
Oh, she went to a car auction. Okay.
Yes. It wasn't.
You got a lift there as well.
She got a lift there, yeah, to the car
Because
auction.
there is a
And then
website
you can, reimburse
called
them.
Pickles Cars or something, and it's all literally it's just a place where like ex-government cars go to get sold, and most of the
I
time
think
there's
this
auctions.
was one of those sort of auctions.
Pickles Auctions. I think that website's called for those. Who wanna look it
This
up.
isn't a website. This is live auctions.
Yeah, no, it's fair. Yep.
So maybe the website does live auctions and all that. It's like Grays, except not online. Like a
Oh,
a
yes,
normal.
yes.
What do you think people used to do before the internet?
Yeah, they went to the places.
They went to places in real life, in real time,
Imagine
with-
real life.
with real people. Oh man, imagine going out into the world out there. Ugh.
Especially
That's
3 years
horrible.
ago in a world.
Imagine walking out into that empty world out there.
The vast empty world. At least I knew what I was getting with my desk. I'll say that much. So my desk was really cool because it's got a nice
Yeah.
drawer, and it's got cable storage thing where you can hide your cables.
You're so happy, aren't you?
I
Have
am.
you hidden your cables yet? Are you using it
No, I haven't
currently?
installed it yet because I still got a data point installed there. So once that's installed, I'll happily move everything over there.
Oh, you've got it set up in the other room. Why don't you just move your main bedroom into that room?
No,
Or is it
because I don't
smaller?
want to be in this room.
What's wrong with that room?
Wi-Fi signal sucks.
In the room you're currently in.
Yes.
Why
It's
have
the
you got your
It's
computer?
the furthest room away from the Wi-Fi, but there's a data point here, so I've got a LAN connection in.
Wait, so what does it matter then?
Having a data point in my room is ideal because I don't have to use Wi-Fi.
Why don't you move your stuff into this room and make this room your main room since there's
No.
already a data point in here?
Because I can get a data point installed in that room,
Okay, but
and I don't have to swap rooms to go to my bed.
what? Just move the bed into this. Are the rooms the same size?
No, my bedroom's way bigger than this.
Okay, thank you. I asked that and you ignored the question.
Did you?
Yes. I said, which room's bigger?
Well,
And you went, that doesn't matter. There's a data point in here. There's no data point in there. I want the data point.
I'm gonna go back over that in the edit and just double check that. If you didn't say that, then
you
I'll
do
put-
that. You do that like it matters. What you're gonna put? You're gonna pause the video and put, okay, see, Troy, you were wrong.
I have the power. I'll have
Jackson,
you know.
Jackson, I'm gonna say this in advance. If there is actually a mistake on my part, I don't care.
I'm not electrician.
You know it's fine. It's fine. Because one more point about that.
Did you
is
say he's an electrician?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Why doesn't the electrician install more lights in his own house and add data points?
Because he's
Yeah,
not a
but I
real
didn't-
electrician.
No, Courtney, no, that's not true. There's
Jackson
a
said
reason
that's
why
not
I don't
true.
do data. It's because when I was in an apprenticeship,
He's
they
a
gave you an
real
option
electrician
if you want to do data or you do PLC. I chose PLC. PLC is about automation and running programmable learning controllers, sorry.
He didn't want to do the data side.
No one did.
No one wanted to do. Really?
Yeah, and out of the 12,
There's-
13 students of us, no one chose the data one.
Wow, that's funny because I reckon there's a lot more work in setting up data and all that. I had a mate who worked. His dad was a contractor for Telstra, and he was able to get him a job. This guy had no experience, like apprenticeship wise or anything like that, and he was setting up like Wi-Fi and cables and LAN cable, like proper for like big industrial buildings and offices and stuff.
Yeah, I know what they look like too.
And he was getting paid like a shit ton to do
Well,
like this
Telstra.
work, and he wasn't even qualified, and he had his own van and all that. But
Yeah,
the guy,
well, probably like a labour hand
but
or something.
the guy wasn't happy with it. He was, and because he's got ADHD and he's bloody smokes dope all the time, he basically just like just quit the job. And I said to him, "Why would you get rid of that job?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't want to do it." And I'm sitting there going, "So you'd rather sit at home, listen to Disturbed and Three Doors Down, and get high than do that?"
I mean, like, look, if I had a choice to listen to
Man, if I had to
What is it?
choose between working and earning money
and
and
listen
sitting
to those bands,
sitting there
I wouldn't mind those bands.
and sitting there at 21 years old, living in my room in my parents' house, just getting high and listening to rock music. Yeah, I choose the rock music and getting high all the time.
100%. Go live that rock and roll life.
I'm sitting there going, you didn't have to do that job forever. Just do it for a while, earn some cash, and then figure out what you want to do.
Because I think I was going to say, because, like, I don't know about Telstra, but TPG, they've got a massive site where they've got all their server racks in these massive rooms. And
Yeah.
they've got about 20 plus air conditioners in these rooms where all the
Yeah.
server racks are. It's ridiculous. And I imagine you would want to be getting paid that much for all those cables that were there. It was ridiculous.
I'd say, what have you been to the TPG's
Yeah,
home?
we used to work for them. We used to do service there, electrical lights, eggs and minty lights and RCDs.
Oh, okay, yes.
Actually, no, not RCDs, thermal imaging, I believe.
I do like being with TPG, but the one thing I don't like about TPG, which ironically, because I've got TPG, is the fact that they've started doing it more now, but in the past they haven't really updated your plans. So they're one of those companies that, you get a
They
plan.
sit on the one plan, that's it.
And
They
you
don't
sit on the
change.
one plan, and even though there's a better version of it where you get more gig for the same amount of money because it's been 5 years and they've updated, they just don't change it. They don't update it. They don't tell you about it. They just, no, we're happy to keep taking like $15 a month for 2 gig, even though we offer $15 a month for 5 gig now. No, we'll just keep giving you 2 gig.
IINet rang me and told me that they were going to upgrade my plan for free or for less. Because
That's what they're supposed to do.
They had a new deal available, so
My
yeah.
qualm with TPG is their app is useless.
It is pretty useless, you're right.
But all their other
Come over to bloody wait, is TPG your internet service provider?
Internet, TPG is our internet and our phones, and they're all on separate accounts.
Oh, that's brilliant. That
I've
makes so much sense.
Yeah, our internet is an account in my name. My phone is under my mother's name.
Why?
And Courtney's got her own account because I haven't transferred it over because the transfer process for TPG phones is a pain in the ass because they don't have an actual transfer of number paper. You gotta they got a transfer of an account. So you gotta transfer the account into the other person's name, and that's
But your
transfers the
mum
number
has
or something.
2 phones, one in her name and her internet in her name and your phone.
Yeah. Well, no, she's not with TPG anymore with the internet or her phone. Yeah, the only
But
account
why haven't you done something about this?
because I'm too lazy.
Think of how much it's
I've changed the billing thing for it. It's just the number that's in her name.
Well, what's it called?
Because I got to transfer I don't just have to transfer I don't have to I have to transfer the actual number out of her name into my name. It's not just the account. I have to do. So, and the annoying thing is they don't have a form for number transfer. They've got a form for account transfer. So I have to transfer the account and
that's
tell
the thing,
them to
though.
transfer
You
the
don't have to transfer your number. You just transfer your account. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, I know, but
you can still keep your number.
but I can't. I can't just fill out a form online. I gotta. There is a form, but you gotta like print it out and sign it, then fax it or call them or email it to them.
Yeah.
And I'm up to the part where I just got to email it through or do something like that, and I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, fair enough.
Get that cat out of here!
Oh, but it's a cat.
Get it!
For those who are missing on the visual, there's a kitty cat on the screen. It's Daisy.
That's correct. Well done.
Thank
You're
you.
doing better. You're doing better than your wife.
No, it's because
Every time Letitia comes over, oh, what's its name? Oh, for the how many times have you been here? Like 10 times. Its name's Daisy. What's your kid's name again?
Daisy. No. Troy, what's my
No,
kid's name? No, just kidding.
Savannah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't compare a kid to a cat, but you
No,
could at
you
least
can't.
remember a cat's name after you've been to someone's place like 6 times.
Yeah. So yeah.
Did you like? I just sort of interjected 2 seconds. Did you like the photo I sent you, Jackson?
Which photo?
I think I texted it to you.
You texted me a photo? Oh, yes. Yes, I responded saying, I think I'd rather talk to a doctor first before I try that.
I didn't see the response.
That's okay.
What do you mean? Talk to a doctor first? You can get
I'd
it
rather
from
take
that was from
advice from a
Coles.
doctor than take advice
was
from
from
you when it comes
that
to
was
giving
from
my
Coles.
wife dopamine. No, not dopamine. Dopamine?
Oh my goodness!
What's it called?
I think you should stop. I think you should shut your mouth.
Yeah, that one. Dopamine.
I think you should just use single syllable words, Jackson. Like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that yet.
Correct.
Huh?
That's right.
You can buy your own urine test at Coles.
Yes, we did. Yes, Courtney and I stopped at Coles. We went for a walk around the lake and then went to Coles. And then went to Coles. And Courtney was very happy to see all the different tests that she does at work that you can now get Coles versions of, like urinary infection tests and stuff like that.
Oh, awesome for her. That's
Or
so great.
what is
I'm so
vaginal
happy for
swab
her.
tests? Bacterial vaginosis tests only at your local Coles. Shop at Coles.
That's a hard sell for me.
Coles, the place for everything.
Why do you shop at Coles? Well,
you
they
want
got
to you want to do a vaginal swab test and check to see if you've got an infection? Go on down to Coles. We
Fresh
got it.
food people.
What the heck is that?
That's from a bed.
Is that cat fur?
You get cat fur and cat vomit.
Can I tell you about my frantic Friday?
What is that? Yeah, sure.
So,
Take it
I had-
away. I don't want
I
the
had,
fur ball.
I had that late job and I was
There's
ringing
more.
you
Yeah.
on my way there, and Courtney rang as well.
I remember I spent a good half an hour talking to both of you
Yeah, we had a
while
good three-way chat.
I was like sitting there going, "Can I just watch my anime now?"
Please let me learn, guys. So yeah,
You went to that late
was all
job.
good, and then I came back from work. But it was funny, on the way back from work is when it all started. So I've been watching, as you know, all those dash cam Australia videos about the karma ones.
That's correct.
And
I'm glad you're getting to the topic.
the most ironic thing happened.
Also, the topic is Dashcam Videos Australia, I guess.
Well, no, not really. I didn't have a topic really specifically.
The
but
topic
this
is
fun.
eroticism.
Yeah, probably ironic.
Did you say ironic? Or you said erotic.
Yeah, the most ironic.
You said the most erotic.
No, ironic.
Your exact. Go back and
All right,
check.
I'll
You
go
said
back and listen
erotic.
to it, and then if I voice over, but if I do it because I don't care. No.
No, I actually care about this one. If I'm wrong, then you can put a snippet in
All right.
here.
The most ironic
Stop,
thing
stop.
happened to me when I was on the way home.
I swear you said erotic. Continue.
Yeah, so the ironic thing happened was I've been watching all the dash cams, and there's a lot of videos of people getting caught on their phone.
Oh, yeah, I actually want to know about that.
So I pulled.
Are
up
they
to
getting
a
caught by a
stoplight, turning
camera
right. I was in a
or
turn
the
right
cops?
lane, and their paddy wagon sort of drove past me a little bit, but then stopped. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm probably on my phone a little bit, hey. And then he reversed back. I wound my window down, and I said to him, "It's kind of ironic because I've been watching a lot of the dashcam videos, and it's kind of funny that I'm being done for the things I've been watching people get done for." And then the guy went, "Oh no, that's okay, mate. I'm not gonna pull you. I'm not gonna do you this time. But just to give you a bit of a warning, it's $475 fine."
Yeah, and
No,
you lose like 4 points or
$575
something.
fine and 4 demerit points. And I said, "Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it." And then and then he left. He drove off by saying, "Get a holder
A
or
little
something."
phone thing, yeah.
But then I thought the whole idea about being on your phone is that you shouldn't have it in your peripheral visual.
Okay, so it's so you're not looking down at it.
Oh, I suppose so.
So
yeah,
if you've got it's essentially because otherwise they'd have to get rid of GPSs and stuff like
That's
that.
right,
They'd have to
yeah.
say no, that's not allowed. It's a screen. And you think
Yeah.
about Courtney's car, for example. There's a bloody screen in the middle of the thing.
yeah.
It's literally, and it is a screen where Google connects to like Apple Car or Apple Play, whatever it's called, Apple Maps. It connects to Maps, and it full on, and it plays it and all that. The most annoying thing about it is that when you're clicking on Spotify, right?
It closes the map.
No, if you are swiping through Spotify, what it will do, so you're searching for a song, is it'll pause and it'll come up with a little, you've been scrolling too long.
Okay.
So you're trying to get to a song, right? You're driving along. I mean, let me put myself in the position. Whoa.
One for the YouTube visuals. Yeah.
I reach down and I start scrolling across the thing, and then it comes up with like, oh, too long. You've been scrolling too long, and it's like, great. Now I got to look at the screen, wait, look up, keep looking, and then scroll some more to get to the song I want.
Yep.
So it makes it harder. And you're looking at the screen more and longer because you have to constantly stop and then start again.
You could just download your own music onto your phone.
No, this isn't the phone. This is the phone connects to the radio.
Spotify. Yeah. Okay.
Spotify radio, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and you can... the ridiculous thing is, because it's a separate it's Android Auto, because it's separate from your actual radio and Bluetooth and all that, you can still connect your phone via Bluetooth in a separate way. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you can connect it with the Android Auto app, or you can just Bluetooth it.
Yeah. Another thing too is the other thing that was frantic about Friday was in the morning when I was leaving my first job, there was a car crash where a lady drove into a Stobie pole. No, what do you call them? I mean, we call them Stobie poles in SA. Power pole. Some lady drove into a wooden power pole.
Power line.
And about
I just call it a power line.
Power line.
Even though it's the pole. Even though it's the pole, you just call it a power line.
But yeah, so it was a 50k zone, so it wasn't too bad. But her car. How'd
she manage that? She must have been looking at her phone.
Must have dodged something. But that set the tone for the rest of the day. Because on the way home from my second job, I saw not one, not two, not three, but 4 incidents on the way home, back from my second job to home, and that was all on inbound. And it's kind of nuts because on that Friday there was the AFL semi-finals and there was an NRL semi-final as well, both being played at the MCG and at the Amy Park, which is across the road from the MCG, basically.
So there are a few people in a rush to get there.
They're going inbound, and there's like 4 incidents, and like everyone's at a crawl.
Oh, everyone would be pissed. I'm gonna miss the game.
I mean, luckily it was only 5 o'clock, but yeah, again, that was just...
Oh, we're gonna get the flag this time, boys. Sports bet.
Yeah. So, for those who want to keep track of the AFL, the Carlton somehow bet Melbourne last night. And GWS defeated Port Adelaide tonight. So, GWS played...
Sports fans. For all those sports fans out there.
GWS play Collingwood, and then Carlton play Brisbane. And then there's the grand final the week after.
And I know who Steph Curry is.
What's that got to do with...
It's sports.
Yes, sports.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Markiplier, and I know sports.
That reminds me, Troy. I shouldn't be having a go at you for not being able to talk properly because our mate Tyler called underwater hockey 3 different things in the underwater hockey primer.
I thought he just called it octopus.
Octopush.
Octopush. That's octopus.
I
do love a bit of octopus.
That's the weird sort of original name. So in that episode, he called it under hockey.
Under hockey.
Which is not right.
Water hockey.
Underwee hockey was another one. Mm-hmm. Underwee hockey.
Yeah.
Another one was, I forget. But it was like, I was like, Tyler, you serious? You're a sports knower. You're bubbling up the English language. And because Markiplier put it up on one of the times he said it. Underwee hockey. It's like, I just heard underwee hockey.
He just had a... Come on, Jackson, you're being a bit much here. He's clearly... It's just a slip of the tongue. He was just saying underwater hockey. He's not a professional.
He's got his flaming...
How many episodes have they done?
I've got a degree in sports administration.
Yes, but he doesn't have a degree in language now, does he? Don't forget he's American. I like Tyler. He seems like a nice bloke. He seems like the kind of bloke you get a beer with, and he's just happy to be there. Happy to have people around.
Yeah,
but I was actually, because I was listening to that episode like Friday, and I was like, what's underwater hockey? What the heck is that? And then they went, oh yeah, the finals of it was recently in Australia. I'm like,
Queensland.
Who's playing? Of course, it's in Queensland. And I'm thinking, I haven't watched any videos of it, but I cannot imagine this game. I just imagine a bunch of people like diving underwater and like moving really fast, but also because you're in water, it's actually really slow.
It's a bunch of half-naked people walking around with a little J-curve stick.
As they described it, it's like sharks in water, but I describe it as the sharks have been slowed by like 25% speed sharks.
Yeah.
So they're moving much slower.
Yeah, so someone I play Splatoon with actually did try out, actually does play underwater hockey. Is there
a Splatoon underwater hockey version? Is there?
No. Someone who I play Splatoon with says they've played underwater hockey.
Ah, okay. So, but here's the thing that confused me in the episode. He mentions that there's no communication underneath the water, right?
Yeah, because there's
is there? Yeah, but is there no communication in the sense that you're not allowed to, or that you
just can't because you're underwater and you've got to
because Mark made a good point where he says, like, do they use sign language or something?
Yeah.
Or some sort of, they recognize certain movements or something like that. But the way Tyler described it, it sounded like he was saying you're not allowed to communicate underwater. Even though he didn't say that, he said there's no communication underwater, as in implying that you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I don't know if that's entirely a thing that's really necessary, though, because, like...
I suppose you don't really have time, because you got to be as quick as you possibly can in the water without swimming. Do they swim down, or do they...
they swim down, and the puck's at the bottom of the
That's
pool.
what I imagine. So they got to swim down with this stick.
Yep.
And I think they mentioned they wore slippers or something. Flippers.
Flip-flops.
Or
small versions of them, I guess they save people getting kicked in the face.
True.
But yeah,
But so its official name is actually Octopush. What a ridiculous name. Let me just double check underwater hockey.
Octopush.
They should have just called it water push.
Push the puck under the water.
Water
game.
huck. Water huck. I don't know. What's the water polo?
What's the most mundane sort of name you can think of for this sport in general?
Splatoon. That's a mundane name.
Sport, I said.
I can't wait to play the sport.
Sports ball.
Could you imagine someone names an actual sport the sport?
The sports.
My favourite sport is the sport.
Yeah, Noah of sports.
Noah of sports. Except Noah is spelt like N-O-A-H. No, yeah, N-O-A-H. Yeah, that's it. Noah of sport.
So Noah of sports. I'm just imagining that. Poor Noah's out there. They must get sick of that.
You shall not pass this goal.
You know it.
I got confused because I started thinking about like Noah and splitting the waters, and then I started thinking of Gandalf saying "You shall not pass," and I combined the two in my head. So I'm imagining Noah underwater, and he says to like the guys playing Octopush, like they go to hit the puck, and he's like, "You shall not pass." Splits the whole water, so the pool just like empties. Yeah, but they can't. He removes the water from that area, so as soon as the person like goes to hit it, they flip and fall. Because 1 minute they're floating in water, the next minute the water's gone, so they just drop because gravity comes into play.
Flaming weird.
Do you understand what I'm saying here when I say that?
I do. No, I do. 100%.
Okay, good. Because I was afraid I was going to have to describe what happens when you suddenly remove water from an area.
And mate, you saying you shall not, but he's big, gets in the way actually.
No, I'm talking about the concept of removing. So you're in a pool, right?
Yeah.
You're swimming in like a pool,
of course,
and then all of the water from that pool disappears.
Yes.
What happens to you?
I'm just imagining, because I don't know if you know from Diamond Pearl, but there's a scene in Pokemon Diamond Pearl where Team
Aqua
Plasma, they drain the lakes, and when they drain the lake, you just see a bunch of Magikarp flip-flopping. I'm just imagining a bunch of underwater hockey players just doing the same thing.
I'm talking about instantaneous removal.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'd hope they're on the base of the pool, because otherwise it might hurt.
Or maybe they were swimming down and they got halfway and now they're falling.
I mean, that's really unrealistic, but yeah, just in that scenario of magic being a
You
thing.
say that, but it happens in like animes and other stuff all the time. And I know it's not realistic, but we're talking about a guy splitting water. We're talking about Noah Gandalf.
Noah Gandalf. No. You're thinking of Noah's Ark.
I am thinking of Noah's Ark. No, I was thinking of
Moses.
I was thinking of Moses. Oh my goodness.
Someone needs to read their Bible more often.
Someone didn't really care if he got the story name right or not.
That's good. I'd have to go back and edit to that and say, see, Troy?
You just every time I say the word Noah, you just cut him with you going, Moses.
Moses Gandalf.
That works.
Moses the Gandalf. No.
Oh, that's a funny one. I'm tired, alright? I'm tired and I'm a little bit depressed today.
This is why we don't record after dark, even though we always record after dark.
Yes.
But the specific time of dark.
I can't believe I got Noah and Moses confused.
So that Coke and decaf coffee you've been having.
I called Noah Gandalf when I meant Moses, and I didn't mean Gandalf.
Yeah, Noah on the brain, because we started off with Noah of all sports, and then we got to
right.
Noah.
Look, Jackson, I don't know how my brain works, all right, but it works.
Yeah.
It just works a little differently.
You think I need a new shirt?
Yes,
Good.
I think you need a few new
Yeah,
shirts.
I have.
Do you think I need a new shirt?
Troy, you literally were with us when we went to Target and I bought two
And
new
yet
shirts.
and yet you're not wearing them in
It's
May.
they're in the wash, probably.
You bought 2 shirts or 1?
2.
You say I was with you, but you were like, "Oh yeah, we're near this area," and it's like, "No, we're actually in the changing rooms." You're going to wander around for 5 minutes looking for us, wondering where we are when we should have just.
Should we talk about that night when you went to Krispy Kreme's and you bloody stole or you bit some of Isabel's or Cole's donuts?
Yeah, because she goes up and goes, "Oh, can I get a sampler?"
You guys should get free donuts.
She goes, "Hey guys, you can still get a sampler. Just go ask for a sampler." And I'm sitting there going, I'm happy to get a sampler, but she went up and got a sampler, right? Then, 10 minutes later, goes up to get another sampler. And her justification, I think, was like, "Oh, I'm just getting Cole's sampler for him." And I'm sitting there thinking, he can get his own bloody sampler.
Yeah.
So I took a bite out of her sampler. She didn't pay for it.
I'd love to know what like the average sales like Krispy Kremes make in Australia.
I'd like to know where all those donuts are bloody going. I
7-Elevens.
mean, we did discuss it with 7-Elevens and all that, and Coles, or not Coles, Safeway, but not Safeway, Woolworths.
Yes,
One
correct, yeah.
One day I'm never going to not say Safeway. I've grown up with it.
That's fair. Krispy Kreme's estimated annual revenue is currently 55.2 million per year.
Oh, that's not very much.
Estimated
Very low.
revenue
That's
per
very
employee
low.
is 394.
What dollars?
Yep. $1,000.
$1,000. Wait,
340.
what?
I'll say that again.
340,000.
So So Krispy Kreme Australia's estimated revenue per employee
Oh, it's
is
Australia.
394,000. Yeah.
I don't understand what that means. Per
Me neither.
employee.
But I just wrote it out because that's what it said.
So for every person they hired, they're getting 300,000.
390. Yeah. They're still making. Like that. I think.
So they're earning 50 million, but a lot of that goes to paying their employees. So that for every employee, I don't
yeah.
know. It doesn't matter.
So they still make a revenue of 394,000.
per employee.
So, yeah, I'm assuming that's. I don't know how that works, but that's just this stupid website's way of trying to explain it.
Anyway, moving on. Let's go back to the Markiplier and Friend podcast, sportscast.
No, I don't want to because I haven't listened to the latest episode yet, and I'm kind of on the air of suspicion. Although, actually,
I don't listen to many of them.
The latest.
You say that, but you listen to the bloody Octopush one.
Yeah, because I was kind of interested. I'm like, I got a long drive. I've got nothing else to listen to really. So
They titled it Hockey Promo 2.
which is everyone thought it was meant to be the ice hockey, but it wasn't.
Oh,
The latest
yeah,
episode is
true.
called "Whose Podcast Is It Anyway?" and I'm like, so I'm kind of excited for it because I'm assuming it's their version of "Whose Line Is It Anyway?"
You know, it's Wait, is this Distractable or is this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is that out? Oh.
Yeah.
When
it
did that come out?
Yesterday. So
Okay,
I'm kind of
good.
excited to do
Okay,
that one.
good.
It says, put on your Drew Carey glasses, Hawaiian shirts, and bald caps. This is the episode is a homage to the show where everything is made up and the points don't matter.
Well, I guess I'll listen to it since I have to. Since there's nothing, I've got nothing better to listen to.
You can just repeat our episodes on.
I might have to start doing that actually. In fact,
I'd never played to go back through and listen to our old episodes and find clips.
The problem with our episodes, Jackson,
is that just too good.
They're just too good.
They're just too good.
They're amazing. They're just so good. I'll listen to them over and over again because we need the views.
Yeah.
Or the listens. No, the problem I've got, and this isn't actually a problem, but the problem I've got is the fact that they're only an hour long. So I'll be driving to the warehouse to pick up material, and because it takes me an hour to get there, I drive there and I'm like, all right, I've listened to the episode. Now I've got to listen to Distractable or like the Huberman pod. Usually I listen to the Huberman lab because that actually goes for like 3 hours or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least an hour and a half. But I'll listen to our episode on the way up, and then I've got to listen to something else on the way down. And then I've got... So that's an hour there and an hour back down. And then I've got almost nothing to listen to the rest of the day when I'm at work. So I've got to find stuff or listen to my Discover Weekly.
I
might have to start listening to Critical Role, which is a D&D podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I want to get back onto the topic of Dashcams Australia.
Yeah.
I told you about this on the phone, but like I kind of wanted to explain this on the podcast again
because you're so good at guessing.
It's like GeoGuess. It's like playing GeoGuess every time. And I found another 2 or 3 clips that I'm like, I know what that is.
And as I said to you on the phone, Jackson, you cannot confirm whether you're right or not. And it proves it because you're like, I know where this... You told me on the phone, I know where this is in Victoria. And then you went, wait a minute. No, this is in South Australia.
Yeah, but then I still knew where it was in the end, didn't I?
No, you didn't. You just... You saw the South Australian plates and were like, oh, it's actually in South Australia. I know where that is in South Australia.
Because my method was that for that clip was I looked at the surroundings.
There is no method to your madness.
There is a method to my madness.
I know that place because there's a KFC over there and that's a building.
Was there one with a KFC that I recognised?
Of course there was.
No, there was. I think it might have been Hungry Jack's. No, it was... It was the Macca's, the one I shared you in the Discord yesterday.
And you just knew it was that Macca's.
Because it was across the road from the hotel I worked at. And there's the overpass for the City Link, and then to the right was a BP.
Oh, of course, and they all lined up perfectly because
they did.
Because there's only several locations.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, you're going to hate this because there's also one on Warrigal Road and Old Dandenong Road meet. And I was like, I know where that is too. I can actually show you right now. I'm going to send it to you. Actually, no, I can't because Discord will stuff up.
So you're gonna send me the video, and then you're gonna send me a photo of that location.
Anything to prove to you that I do know my stuff about where the hell these clips are taken.
You know exactly where the car accidents happen. I can't wait for you to call me, and you're like, you'll never guess what I just drove past. I drove past where this accident happened on a dashcam video.
Oh, what's this?
And I know it.
There's a dude on social media, Rain Thunderbolt, his name is, or something. He's an absolute GeoGuessr freak, though. And he'll, like, look at a picture for, like, 2 seconds, and he'll guess roughly whereabouts that picture was. And he'd be a kilometre off.
Has he explained...
And he does that consistently, though.
Has he explained how he's able to do this?
I don't know.
Because I'm sitting there going, you can't really guess a place based... Exactly, like, a kilometre's pretty good.
Well, I mean, he's a vlogger, so he does he does travel a fair bit, I imagine.
Okay, so he has been to a lot of places.
Yeah, what's his name?
Okay, because I'm sitting there going, there's only 2 ways you could know this stuff. You're either just constantly using like Google Maps and other such stuff, and just wandering in streets digitally, or you're actually out there walking around those areas, going to those places, and being there before.
He initially gained popularity through posting videos on TikTok. Let's have a look. He grew up in Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Despite his knowledge of world geography, he had only left the United States once briefly until November 2022. He must have just studied a lot of pictures and stuff.
Yeah, see? He must have used
Once
like
you
other
see-
methods.
This is what he says. Once you see the countries and their soil colours,
You get a
it's
rough
just
idea.
Human intuition.
I don't know. That's a kilometer. Wait, does he stream or does he actually just
Yeah.
make videos? So he streams it live.
I don't know if he has streamed. I know he does. He does recordings. I'm assuming.
Okay,
like-
because that sort of thing can be faked.
I know, but no, he does it straight raw post. I believe that
'Cause it's-
uncut.
Because it's not very hard. Well,
He started training his GeoGuessr skills during the COVID pandemic by playing 4 to 5 hours every day. That's okay. Studying landmarks like signs, telephone poles, and watching other live streams. At some point, he
okay.
was
So
pushing
it
up to
was
12-hour
just
days.
playing the game.
Yeah, he at some points he was playing up to 12-hour days, even dreaming in Street View.
Even dreaming of Street Views.
He also hosts pro GeoGuessr tournament live streams on Twitch every Saturday, where the top bracket players compete in 2v2, 3v3, or 4v4 brackets for a cash prize.
2v2 and 4v4.
3v3
What is this?
and
Rocket,
4
what is this?
4v4.
Rocket League?
No,
What is this,
GeoGuessr.
Splatoon? What is this? Halo? How do you do a 4v4 in GeoGuessr? What? Four people? Each team,
Teams.
each player, each team has like a different location each. Or you got you get like 4 different locations, and the first out of the 2 currently compete. Like these 2 face off, these 2 face off, these 2, etc. And they got to guess. Whoever guesses first gets the point, or something.
He
Or they're sitting there as a group, like, oh, it could be this place, yeah. But what if? But you see that sign there? That sign's the blue color. Only these places have that color. Yeah, but you got to look at the quality of the soil. It's a much darker, richer color. It's obviously somewhere in this place. I'm not going to give actual locations. Oh, I'll say this. Oh, that's soil. See how the soil's slightly saltier? That's definitely in Oceania, Australia.
Yeah, true. The recent thing he had done was he identified. So he revealed the 2023 New York's Jets schedule using Street View to determine the Jets' opponents. He revealed them on the Jets' Twitter page in June 23 after seeing a TikTok video of an egg sandwich. Rainbolt spent nearly 100 hours tracking down the exact bagel shop. The restaurant then named the sandwich after him.
Oh, wait. So he what?
So two things.
He had a sandwich.
Someone took a picture of a sandwich.
Okay, and he found the
the exact restaurant
where the sandwich was.
was taken.
Did he take? Okay, I'd have to see the photo myself. Does
And
it
the
show the
restaurant-
street or something?
No, it's just a picture of a bloody
Sandwich what,
with
on a
wrapper.
on a
So it's
bench
like
or
It's like a
something?
top-down picture.
Yeah,
basically,
you're
like
taking a
this.
photo of your food. How does that? Well, yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
How did he find? I bet you. How did he find it? The person like sees he's searching for it, and he's like, "Hey, that's my photo. I can tell you where that is. I can tell the exact restaurant. I was there the other day
But
eating my
yeah,
sandwich."
it's freakish how there are types of people who are just nuts that can do that. Like, we'll look at a picture for us 2 seconds, and then instantly say, "Oh, that's there." Is he a phony? I don't know. I think he's legit.
You're
but
a
it's
phony.
a big fat phony.
Big fat phony.
What's that from? It's like Family Guy, Simpsons or something.
I don't know. You tell me.
You're a phony.
Hey, everybody! This guy's a phony.
Phony. Yeah, it's Family Guy.
Yeah, there you go. Never get it after I said it.
There's only certain things you'd hear and watch and go, "Oh yeah, that's definitely a Family Guy thing." Oh gosh. Oh, Troy, have you been watching more Futurama lately? It's the new season.
Yeah, I watched it.
Reboot.
I've watched it all.
Oh,
It's
already?
well, it's not all out, but I'm
Oh,
up to date with it.
Yeah.
The latest one was called Zap Gets Cancelled.
How modern.
Yes, it was. They're honestly they're a bit disappointing. Maybe we'll do a podcast episode about the Futurama episodes, but so far I'm not impressed.
Can you share me your user account so I can watch it as well?
My user account for what?
How do you watch the latest videos or episodes of Futurama?
Online.
Huh?
Online. I don't stream it. I don't use
Oh.
I don't use Hulu.
Okay. Yeah, because we can't get Hulu here.
We can't.
No.
I mean, yeah, that's why.
Yes.
Can't get it. I can't get Hulu.
Must be a VPN.
Well, yeah, it must be. Well, I don't want to fake. I don't want to do the wrong thing. Fake.
Imagine doing the wrong thing in this today's world.
You know, like I can't. It's the same thing with mangas. When I read a manga or when I watch an anime, I can't get it here. Like I could, you know. So if I could get Crunchyroll, I would.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Well,
actually, Crunchyroll offers most of the stuff free. Well, a lot of stuff free, but
we'll keep in touch about the Futurama stuff because it does sound like it's kind of.
Also, you can get Hulu in Australia, can't you, or in Victoria?
I don't think so. Hulu's an American-only service. I remember trying to sign up for it once because
that can't be right because Koala Man's on Hulu. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Let me double check that.
I mean, it's been a while since I last tried signing in, but
Koala Man Hulu, yeah. They call an Australian American superhero animated sitcom created by blah blah blah. On Hulu in the United States and on Disney Plus in Australia. There we go.
Oh, that's why.
That's why I was able to watch it. No,
Hulu doesn't seem to be available in Australia. Yep, geo-blocking. So you have to use a VPN.
Take control of your thing. Well, I've got it right here. What is this? I mean, get them both. Get Hulu and Disney Plus. Get them both.
Get them both.
All right, signing up. $10 a month for Hulu and Disney Plus, or I could only $12 for ESPN as well.
Can I recommend that you don't sign up for Disney Plus because they had a price rise?
I don't need to sign up for Disney Plus. Someone I know has an account.
Oh, okay.
Create your account. Let's put. It's not giving me anything here. It does say .com. I don't know. I can clearly make an account on Hulu. It's not telling me I can't.
Mm.
But it's not. But it's at hulu.com, not hulu.com.au. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the latest Futurama has been they're good, they're interesting, and I'm watching them. But they're just a little bit like
being censored kind of way, like being held back.
Nah, they're so. Futurama's had this problem for a while, and unfortunately, it's just not. I was hoping it'd get better, but they kind of. I guess the best way of describing it is it's kind of stale.
Yeah. Like
they're especially with this latest new season, is you're going a bit more in. Oh, how should I put it? They're trying to do the South Park sort of thing where everything's about current events and what's currently going on. Yeah. The first episode I really saw it was the iPhone episode, where they literally stick a phone and it's literally they stick a device in the person's eye and they're able to scroll social media with their eyes and do stuff.
That's funny.
And yeah, it was actually a pretty funny episode of that. But the fact is, I'm sitting there going, this is a TV show about you could do anything with aliens and futuristic stuff and create an interesting storyline, and instead you kind of revamping current events into a futuristic sense.
Mm.
So the Zap Brannigan one gets cancelled. It's basically he was insensitive and therefore he lost his job. Was basically what it turned into. Current event kind of stuff.
Yeah, gotcha.
And then it wrapped around and they gave him his job back and all that. But the story had there's no meaning to it, no deeper meaning or anything like that. And a TV show doesn't have to have deeper meaning in that regard, but it has to at least be interesting. It has to actually go somewhere.
Mm.
There's nothing particularly interesting. It just wasn't interesting. Yeah.
Just like our show sometimes, just not interesting.
I mean, that's different. We're not freaking proper writers.
No,
we don't even plan ahead. This is a show where they've got a bunch of writers in. They've got the same actors, and all they can do is just revamp old jokes and literally revisit old topics from other episodes. They had another episode where Kif and Amy in a previous episode, they long story short, Kif gets pregnant. Kif's like a tadpole man. And the way they get pregnant is basically any transfer of DNA, so any form of touch or anything like that, and they can get pregnant. And at the end of the episode, he gives birth to a bunch of tadpoles that jump in the water. And him and Amy have got to try and protect, stop them from turtles turtles hatching and getting into the, when that happens, sort of birds and stuff come in and try to eat them.
Mm-hmm.
Same difference, right?
Yeah.
But in this latest episode, it does the reverse thing where they have the tadpoles come out of the water as like not adults but grown children.
Oh, okay.
And they're all roughly around the same age. Like one of them's a 2 minutes older, and they're actually the youngest looking one.
Right, gotcha.
But yeah, it didn't really like it was good that they reused the old trope, like what happened in the past. But it was sort of like you don't save that for the next, like you don't save that for a new season of the show. You save it for the second season of that new season. Like they just brought this show back. You're already reusing old ideas.
Yeah, some things don't change that much over time, even though when there's a massive gap between shows or episodes.
I mean, they still got the same running old jokes, but they're good. They still work.
Yeah,
and the character's not going to suddenly change how they are. Like, but they don't really use it in a more creative way.
Before we wrap up, I just want to end on a positive note for something.
Yeah.
Troy, on Thursday, our phone call was quite long, but what you may not have noticed was it was Are You Okay Day. So shout out to all those people who are helping one another to get through tough times or stuff. I mean, not that I was in a dire straits moment, but like it was just good having a phone call with a mate.
Oh, that's
the whole emphasis on being Are You Okay?
Yes. Well,
but did I ring you? You rang me. I can't remember.
Well, he's over there.
And he's the sheriff.
Now that I think about it, I actually called another friend, not that day, but the other day, who kind of needed a bit of a talk as well. I won't say who, but yeah, I spoke to another friend of mine, and he kind of just he vented a little bit about what he's been frustrated about with life and whatnot. And sometimes that's all people need. Sometimes all you need is just someone to listen rather than discuss with. If you know what I mean. Yeah. I try to be helpful when I talk to people and sort of help switch this, like give them solutions and that. But sometimes people don't want that.
Yeah, especially for those who are coming across as helpful and caring. Like sometimes those people as well themselves might need help because you never know.
True. Well, it's also the fact that sometimes when people, like you imagine when you're upset about something or you're annoyed or you're trying to figure something out, sometimes you just want to talk about it. You don't want to hear other people say, oh, maybe you should do this or maybe you should do that. You kind of just want them to listen. Yeah. And that's all we need. So it shouldn't be Are You Okay Day? It should be Can You Listen Day?
You can?
You can. And you can.
And going back onto and he's the sheriff. I was driving towards home on Wednesday or Friday, I can't remember. It's coming at a stoplight, and I'm like, I had to keep that bit in my head.
A sheriff rocked up.
There was a car, the sheriff police car rocked up.
Did you put your window down? And he's got his window down. You look, and you look at him. And you're like, he's the sheriff.
I should have done that.
Guys like look at you like, yes, I am. Thank you.
Thank you for acknowledging.
I'm glad someone finally said it.
It was just so funny though. Because that bit came in my head, and there's the sheriff, legitimate.
You gotta love those little coincidences that happen.
Yeah, it's ironic at times, but yes. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching, listening.
Yeah, I'm done.
He's the sheriff. No, I'm Troy. He's Jackson.
I'm Jackson.
He's Troy.
I'm Jackson, and I'm gay.
Check it out. Check out our shutting down.
Check out our. What were you saying? Check it out.
On camera. Gamble responsible. Chances are you've already lost.
Alright, I'm done. Stop it.
Call Gamble Hotline.
I'm done.